Hello and welcome to another episode here on my channel. My name is ChaosMole and today we will read the open letter for the players of Warhammer 40k Darktide and talk a little bit about the topic and what the hell is going on here. So as you know, I have been doing quite a bit of Warhammer 40k Darktide content when the game was released and then it died down quickly. And well, it's kind of funny that the reasons for that are actually in this letter. So let's read it. Open letter to our players. We take enormous pride in our ability at Fatshark to deliver a game that millions can enjoy. This was what we set out to do with Warhammer 40k Darktide, to create a highly engaging and stable game with a level of depth that keeps you playing for weeks, not hours. We fell short of meeting those expectations. Over the next few months, our sole focus is to address the feedback that many of you have. In particular, we will focus on delivering a complete crafting system, a more rewarding progression loop, and continue to work on game stability and performance optimization. This also means that we will delay our seasonal content rollout and the Xbox Series launch. We will also suspend the upcoming release of premium cosmetics. We just couldn't continue down this path, knowing that we have not addressed many feedback areas in the game today. Thank you for playing and providing feedback. We really appreciate it. It has and will continue to help shape the game we love. Well, it's not really too unexpected. The game has been in steady decline and it got kind of bad with the player numbers. I mean, just open up Steam, just like that, and you go into the Warhammer Vermintide 2 community hub, and then you see how many people are still playing this, and that's nearly 6,000, right? And then you're going in Warhammer 40k Darktide, go into the community hub, and then we are at 8,000. Sure, that's still a difference from over 3,000, or well, nearly 2,000 actually, no, only. But that is not great. No, not really, because Fatshark really wanted that a lot of the Vermintide players are all moving over to Darktide. And well, they are right. The crafting system is not there yet. It is still missing and it's not really great. The progression loop is insane. Like it's literally insane to go with the progression loop which is available in Darktide right now, because it's completely random and you don't have a lot of control about it. And of course, stability and performance for a lot of people is still an issue. I was pretty lucky with it. Didn't have a lot of issues, but I know so many people who had, right? So they have to fix that as well. And there is still the console launch. There is still the console launch. And speaking about content, there is not enough, really. They're reusing a lot of the maps. The different missions you have are not that exciting in comparison. The boss fights are super boring. Like, all in all, it feels pretty rudimentary what they have offered with the release, and I kind of expected this because they announced it as a live service game, and so many live service games in the past just released bare bones and then they slowly added the meat. And I at least have reached a point where I'm completely annoyed by that and I can't just deal with it anymore. And I saw the same thing in Darktide. Like, a lot of the fighting and stuff is super solid in the game. I love it. But everything around that construct of fighting your enemies, like all the non-fighting parts, they are problematic. Like, again, the loot system. And it's kind of funny because I think at around June I said that I'm really hoping that Fatshark will actually let a lot of people test this game early, because we've seen in the past that Fatshark loves to work on their games till the last minute, then they are letting people in like a month or two before the release, and then they are surprised by the feedback they are getting and what the people are complaining about, and they cannot fix that anymore till the release. We have seen it with Vermintide, we have seen it with Vermintide 2, and now we have seen it with Darktide. Please, Fatshark, do play tests very, very early on, because now we are in this mess where the game is out. People have paid money for it, and now they have to wait months till basically the systems in the game, which should already work at this point, have to be fixed, and then they are getting finally the new content. That's not really the purpose of a live service game, is it? Like fixing all the issues when the game is already released. It's kind of crazy to me that, when was the first release date in 2022 for Darktide? I think it was May. Yeah, I think it was actually May. And then the game came out by the end of November, and, well, it's in that state. But there are also some positive notes here. I just don't want to complain the whole time. I think this is a pretty good open letter. I have seen a lot of PR bullshit letters over the decades in the gaming industry, and this one is a pretty good one. Straight to the point, admitting that they made mistakes. They're not trying to sugarcoat it. They're not trying to push like some weird reasons for it up front, like COVID, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I know that a lot of developers got hit by COVID hard, but sometimes there were a few things which just didn't add up with some games. And my point is just, I'm glad that they're not looking for a scapegoat. I really do appreciate that. But now the hard part begins, because now they slowly have to fix the things. They have to test them. They have to do them right, because screwing them up again is probably not something the community will excuse again. So they have to do that right, but it will take time. It will probably take another 6 to 9 months till we're getting to the point where all of those things are fixed, because they are quite severe. And please do so. Take your time. But again, this should have happened before the release. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I will see if I will return to Darktide, if I will return to create more content for the game. Right now, it's not on my short plans in any shape or form. But maybe that changes. Maybe I see the changes and I go, well, look at that. I think I will play this again. But right now, I just wait. Like probably a lot of people do right now. I will definitely keep you posted if there's any big new updates coming. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We are super close to 2,000 subscribers. Have I ever mentioned that? I think we are 6 subscribers short, and the number doesn't want to go up. It's weird, magical. So I would appreciate if you might consider to subscribe to the channel. It would help out a great deal. We are also doing live streams here on the channel from Monday to Friday, playing a lot of different games. And we have also 2 other channels. The one is @Mole Reacts, where I'm reacting to a lot of trailers from the Game Award. And then we have also @Mole Under Management, where I'm playing tons of management, city builder games, stuff like that. It's a pretty neat channel. A lot of interesting indie games who all do something different. So check that out as well. You will find the links in the video description. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. And remember, the Emperor protects. Bye-bye.